Hello and welcome to Ohio Hobbies. Today we've got a bit of a special video for you. I want to apologize right now up front. It is going to be somewhat of a long video, but hopefully you really enjoy it because this truly has become my passion for the last year. And actually what we're going to do here is, let's actually move this over here for a moment. We're going to look right here and we're going to see the first ever silver added to my collection. Going roe hunting on September 3rd, 2019. That was the first ever silver added to my collection. Prior to that, I had hunted 1, 2, maybe 3 penny boxes. But what you're about to see me show you is every bit of silver that I have accumulated over the last 14 months, since this is November 13th right now, so a little over 14 months ish. But excuse me, this is going to be everything that I've gotten strictly silver. That's all we're going to look at, and then we'll also take a look at a few silver that I had before I ever started roe hunting, and just had them sitting off to the side. And yes, you'll notice I do have a brace on, got a sprained wrist. That's unfortunate, but we're going to go over everything. Like I said, we're already almost a minute and a half in. Sorry, I just hit the camera because I got this lunky brace on. But, okay, so here's how it goes. This on the right hand side, all of this was accumulated through giveaway wins, including this one here. These here are roe hunting. These 2 rounds I did purchase. We'll get to those. These are all set up in containers, so we'll go through those. And then over here I have a few books that we'll take a look at. So what we're going to do is we will go ahead and start with giveaway wins, because for some reason that has been just unbelievable for me. So we will start out right here with this American Eagle. This is a 1/10 troy ounce round, so it's a small one, but it's silver, doesn't matter. Alright, sneaking down in here we have a couple Robin Hood coins, 1969 half, and a 1943 Philadelphia quarter. We have a Rob Fine's Treasure win on January, a Barber quarter from 1898, and this was my first Barber ever. Actually, it may be my only Barber quarter. We have several. Let's pull these out here. This one, and let's jump back. I did get a second Barber quarter in that same stream. This one's a 1900, so I added those 2 the same day. Unfortunately, most of these I did not get dates on. I didn't start doing that until a little bit later. But Saca Plata 1942S Merc, December 24th, 1943P. Another 40. Oh, this is a 43P War Nickel from Saca Plata. It's got the P above the Monticello. And a 64D Rosie. Then we have, this is a buddy of mine, purchased a roll of Merc Diamonds from APMEX. You would have seen that video. He was nice enough to give me a 1945S out of that, as well as letting me film it. Then I have a silver nitrate win. This Barber Dime, 1907. Unbelievable. That has been my silver stack just from giveaway wins. That's crazy. Now, this guy here, you would have seen the video maybe. If not, go back and check it out. 1943P, first Merc. This thing is amazing. This had to have come out of somebody's collection or it's fake, which is always a possibility, but I don't want to believe it's fake. 1964, first silver quarter ever, November of 19. I was happy to add that one. Another Philadelphia. We added a silver war nickel. This was my first silver. I think I already talked about this one a little bit. 1943p. And second war nickel ever found was almost a month later, 9/3 to 9/30. And we added a 1945 Philadelphia. Okay, now these two rounds here were purchased from Saca Plata. These are the only two 1 ounce rounds I have. This is the 2015 Panda and a $2 2019 Mickey Mouse Christmas round. And then also came with a 1 AVDP Christmas copper round. This was a giveaway win. It's the 1933, I believe that's a St. Gaudens replica. Golden State Mint. 1 ounce. Oh, sorry, that's a ½ ounce fine copper. I was thinking that was a 1 ounce, but it is. You'll notice it's thinner. That is a ½ ounce. That came actually with the 1/10 ounce silver. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and just take a quick peek at these albums and get them out of the way. This would be the Kennedy $half. So as far as silver, I did not put any of the 64, 65, 66, which in here, but I do need to put them in. I have the 67, 68, 69. I have never pulled a 1970, so that's unfortunate. But that is all the silver that's in this book, and this book essentially has been retired. I do not use this one anymore because I bought the Whitman Classic that we'll look at here in a minute. So we'll put that one off to the side. Now, we have the Jefferson Nickel book. We'll take a look at the silver war nickel dates here. Right here we go. We have the 42P, 42S, 43P, 43D, and 43S. 44, we only have the P. We are still missing the D and the S. 45P, we're still missing the D. So we're still missing a few, and we did fill in the 1945S. So we're still missing 3 silver war nickels that I have not been able to add to the collection. But that's okay. I'll get there eventually. I have looks like I have one box of nickels sitting under my desk waiting to hunt. So that's okay. Maybe that box will have one in it. Okay. Next up is going to be, excuse me again, the Washington Quarter, 1948 to 1964. And we have 3 quarters in there. A 1958 Denver, a 1960 Denver, and a 1964 Denver. Now, that does not include these. This is strictly coin roll hunting. I do not want to mix them up, and I have found only these 3 plus this one here, which would go in that spot, but I flipped it because it was my first ever. So I have found 4 silver quarters in 41 boxes since I started hunting. So only 4. That's it. That's how hard it is for me to find silver quarters. And I do believe from listening to the rest of the community, it's about the same way everywhere. So that is the sad quarter book. I think I'm going to resort to not just doing this as strictly coin roll hunting because it may take forever. I will probably go through these, which I'll look at as soon as we're done with the books. We'll look at those real quick, and then we'll get into the halves and silver war nickels. Okay, Rosy Dimes. This is going to be another easy one. I have only hunted 8 boxes of dimes. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 1948, 56, 58, 60, and 64. That is it. Which is unfortunate, but that is a sad book as well. And I don't have a bunch of them sitting around to add to the collection. 64D, I don't remember if that was one of them that was in there, but that is it. That's the only Rosie in this stack. So it's not like I have a bunch of stuff. And what I want to let you guys know that as we're doing this, we're 10 minutes in, but I do not have a local coin shop that I can go hang out at, purchase junk silver at, anything like that. I am strictly winning from YouTube and Facebook, if I get any on Facebook, but I have not yet, or Instagram or anything. Winning from some people that do coin roll hunting or auctions or whatever. That is it. It's strictly that. I do not have any other sources. Alright, now we'll get to this Whitman Classic real quick. Take a peek at it. I do keep track of the proofs that I have found and added to the collection and the dates that I've found them. As far as silver, we have the 1964. I do not have a proof. 64D, 65, 66, 67, 68. I do not have a silver proof in 68. 69D, I do not have the proof. I still have yet to find a 70, so those are empty. And that is the end of the silver. So not much hanging out in here. I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish filling just the silver portion of this. And of course, I need a whole bunch of proofs. And I've been kind of picky. So if you go through here, you're going to see spots like 1977 and 77D where I simply have not found nice enough examples to fill the book. I'm only pulling the nicest ones for that book. Alright, excuse me again. Okay, well, let's take a quick look at what we have sitting here. This is the silver that I had prior to starting this. These are just a few that I had set aside. So we get a 42 Philadelphia. We get a 1964 Denver. Another 64. That looks like Denver. Yep. Whoa. Runaway. 1957 Philadelphia. Another 64 Philadelphia. 64 Denver. A 1944 Philadelphia that's pretty slick. A 64 Philadelphia. And one lonely war nickel. 1942 Philadelphia. So that is part of the silver stack. Now, let's go ahead and move this stuff over. Let's start with the one roll marked silver 5 cent. These are the war nickels. Not a bad little stack. We have, see, 4, 8, 12, 15. Take a quick look. S-Mint 1945. Philadelphia 45. 43P. S-Mint 43. Philadelphia from 44. Another Philadelphia 45. San Francisco 1943. Philadelphia 1944. 1943, that was Philadelphia. Philadelphia 1945. This is a very toned Philadelphia 1944. 1942 Philadelphia. A Denver from 43. This is a Philadelphia from 43 and a 42 Philadelphia. So not bad. I don't think that's too bad for hunting 33 boxes of nickels. I feel pretty good about the amount of silver that I pulled. Trust me, I wish it could be more, but we take what we can get, right? We're roll hunting. Alright, that's that. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the earliest. Since I do not have any 70s, I do not have any marked. So this is the 1949 stack. Not a bad stack, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. So we are 4 1969s short of having a full stack, a full roll. Not bad. 40% silver, but I'm okay with that. Silver is silver, no matter how you look at it. So there's that one. We have a completely full roll of 1968. We'll count them just to make sure. So there's 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. All 1968s. All 40% silver. So I do have that one labeled as full. Now, we have started a second container, and look how close it is to being full. We've done really good in the 40% range. We got 4. Look at the luster on this one. Got some toning on the front, but man, is it shiny. Okay, so there was 4, 8, 12, 15 of those, just like we had with the nickels. So we have a full roll plus 15. So 35, 40%, 1968s. 67, as you can see, we have yet another full roll. This time I'm not going to count them. We've already done that. But I will lay them out just so you can see. They are in fact all 67s and a full roll. The good stuff's coming up. We're getting there. Okay, there's that. Now, how many is in the roll that we're working on now? Not many. It's a low one. That's okay. What do we got here? We have 3, 6. We only have 7. But that's alright. Like I said, these are all accumulated through corn roll hunting. So every one of these I've only paid 50 cents for. So I can't get mad at that at all, no matter what, no matter how I look at it. 66. We do not have a full roll there. We have about half a roll. Whoops. And a couple sticking in there. Alright, we have, there's 4, 8, 10. We have exactly half a roll. There we go. Once again, I want to apologize for this being such a long video, but we're just about done. We're just about to the end. But I really wanted to show exactly what a person can expect. And I'll go over the numbers once again. Oop, they got stuck. They got stuck. Come on. I do this one-handed with a sprained wrist. Is not easy. So these are the 1965s, which everybody knows are a little bit harder to get. And I still have 7 in the roll. Not bad for a harder to get coin. There we go, 65. And now we're going to move on to the 90 percenters. We got Franklins and Walkers and Kennedys. We haven't found many. We've been really light on the 90 percenters. We only have, look at this guy. Look at that. If you haven't seen that roll hunt, you should check that one out too. So we have 3, 6. We only have 7 40% or 90 percenters, 1964 Kennedys in the stack. That's it. That's kind of weak, but it is what it is. We get what we get. Let's start with the Franklins. How many Franklins do we have? Not many. And they're not a full roll. They just don't want to come out. That's it. 4. You see them. 4. 1951 Philly. 1954 Denver. 1961 Denver. And 1952 Denver. That's it. Only 4. 4 Franklins. That's alright. Still 90% silver, and I only paid 50 cents a piece for them. Last thing we're going to look at today in this video that I am so sorry is 21 minutes long. Hopefully you stayed with me this entire time. We're going to look at the stack of walkers. Here we go. Look at that. Nice 42. Philadelphia. A35. Philadelphia. This one's a 43. I do believe that's also Philadelphia. Another 43. Philadelphia. A 42. Denver. You can see it right there. Whoops. Maybe. There it is. And the last one. 1942. Out of Philly. The 1 Denver. The rest are Philly. That's okay. So we have 6 90% walkers in the collection. So because you see my walkers and the Franklins, I have not purchased a book for those, as well as anything else as far as the Merc Dimes or Barbers. Obviously it's not worth it at this point. Eventually I hope to get to that point, but for now, if you are new to coin roll hunting, if you are thinking about getting into it, it is going to be a challenge to get started. Banks are not very apt to order stuff right now unless you have just a super relationship, which I do. My bankers are absolutely amazing. My pickups, my drops, it just doesn't get any better than the people I get to deal with on a weekly basis. But they are the ones that have made it so that all of this can happen. Along with what I showed you in the books, not a huge stack by any means. I mean, we have seen international stackers, giant mound. I have seen Sue Hatton give away more silver than this in a week, I think. But I am very proud of the collection that I've amassed. Hopefully you get an idea of what you might find as well. Hopefully you get into it, get the kids into it, spouses, you name it. But I really hope you can make it a hobby, enjoy it. And there's not a whole lot else I can say, but if you would, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Check out the other channels on YouTube. There's just a slew of them out there, and it is such a supportive community that can allow for this kind of stuff to happen. So hang out with us, check it out. I'm getting into more box battles. Mike Coin Cave, shout out to you, man. You're just an awesome individual, helping me get started in the live streaming world and helping me get into the Twitterverse and get myself out there, get some more subscribers, become such a better channel. I appreciate you very much. Aside from that, I want to get off here. We're at 25 minutes. I got to get out of here. You guys want to get on to the next video. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And until next time, enjoy your coin roll hunting. and get your hobby on.